This lecture, we are going to understand about three types of CLIs required for our AWS EKS clusters. In simple terms, to manage our application workloads on EKS cluster, we need to install three types of CLIs, command line interfaces. So, the three types are AWS CLI, kubectl, and then EKS CTL. So, AWS CLI, we can control multiple AWS services from the command line and automate them through the scripts. So this is a generic definition about AWS CLI, but why we need it for EKS cluster? So why we need it is, like, once we configure the AWS CLI and then provide the security credentials on our local desktop with AWS CLI, using kubectl and using EKS CTL, we will be able to manage our cluster and our cluster objects and also our applications on Kubernetes clusters. So all those things are required. For that purpose, we need to primarily install the AWS CLI as the underlying base. Next is the kubectl. So kubectl, we can control Kubernetes clusters and objects using kubectl. So most of the time in our entire course, we are going to do everything with kubectl only. So we can see step by step in our upcoming lectures. So EKS CTL. So this is very important and powerful tool for managing the Elastic Kubernetes Service clusters. So we even have the AWS management console, wherein we will be able to create the cluster and then create the node groups. You will understand about these objects in our upcoming lectures. What is this cluster and then what is control plane, all these things. But for now, need to understand here is like EKS CTL is the better tool than the AWS management console as on today. So if using EKS CTL, we will be able to create and then delete the clusters on our AWS EKS. In addition to that, we will be able to create, autoscale, and then delete the node groups. And we'll also be able to create the Fargate profiles using EKS CTL. In short, it is a very powerful tool for managing EKS clusters on AWS. So let's go to our GitHub repo and then look into our steps what we are going to perform. And in 01, EKS create clusters using EKS CTL. So as a first step, we are going to do the install CLIs now. So in our next lecture, we'll focus on installing the AWS CLI. I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, bye.